New Zealand, not hesitating to bat first. Couple of important members there in the Indian team. Two members making their test debut. L. Balaji, the seamer, and Akash Chopra, the opening batsman. New Zealand, well, they've got Paul Wiseman, the extra spinner, in the team. So let's get straight into test match action.
Chopra, the 245th player to make his debut alongside Mark Richardson. Stephen Fleming, of course, again in charge.
Daryl Tuffy ready to bowl the first over.
Hot day here in Ahmedabad. Here's the first ball. Yeah. And India are underway. Good feeling to get that first run under the belt. Just a single. Fleming has guarded against the danger of Sehwag outside off stump. Virender Sehwag, what a tremendous player he has been for India in a fairly brief career, you'd have to say, so far. Just 24 years of age. First boundary of the test match. He gave Sehwag width. You don't want to do that.
Good leave by Virender Sehwag there.
It's over the top and in the air. Could be out. It's dropped. It's gone for 6. McMillan, the fielder at third man, he gave it everything he had. And it's just palmed off the top and over the boundary. What a start to this test match.
And on your screens, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Narendra Modi, flanked by selector Kirti Azad and Narhari Amin.
Wanted the run. Sehwag says no, and direct hit would have done him.
New Zealanders totally appreciate that all 6'6" Jacob Oram, former goalkeeper.
Field doesn't change much for him. You've got a sweeper cover for Sehwag. We're in the 10th over. We've got a sweeper cover. Do think that this is perhaps the future of cricket. Not bothering about what's orthodox, what's normal. Just get the man in the right place, but he's found a vacant space to score some runs of. A couple of them for Sehwag.
Well, there is a good future. Got a great start.
Oh, great shot. Well, this is Virender Sehwag for you.
Beautiful. Really wanted to get into this, didn't he? And did so.
The game is just bat and ball for him. He's got a bat, he sees the ball, hits it. As simple as that. And this is another good shot. That one was square. This is nice and straight. Consecutive boundaries for Sehwag.
Nice release. Came out with the seam upright, but that's the length. The key is the length. It's not so much the line for Virender Sehwag, which we know about the width, but if that length is just too short, he will punish you all day. Beautiful. Both feet off the ground. It's the timing. Beautiful free swing of the blade.
Ground, like at ground level in the morning, there was that cool breeze blowing across. Could be missing, or David Shepherd thinks that's going to hit the stump. Got to have another look. It came in sharply, but you can see a delight for New Zealand. Daryl Tuffy, their strike bowler.
It's pitched about just outside off. I've seen umpires give those not out because you can clearly see off stump. It's done a lot, but umpire David Shepherd, no hesitation. That right index finger came out very quickly. Sehwag gone for a very smart 29. 35 for 1.
Oh, this is an excellent batting record that you're looking at.
That's an Indian cricket shot if I've ever seen one. Ability to whip a pretty straight ball through the onside and pick up 3.
Yeah.
And an overthrow. Wonderful shot. That is trademark Lyle Dravid. As good a cover drive as you'll ever wish to see.
And free flow of the bat. Just timing the ball through the covers. Copybook.
Well, he had to reach for that. I mean, he had to push forward a long, long way.
Just the one loss for India so far. Virendra Sehwag. Jacob Oram continues. Oh, that's played extremely well. Nice and straight, and it's come from the sweet part of the bat. Been there for a long time. The second boundary for Akash Chopra.
He has really shown...
Yet again, a little square up, but it's again played with a straight bat. No field is there, so a long chase. Not enough power to carry it all the way. 3 runs to Akash Chopra.
Well, Tuffy is bowling well, and I think these two will have to do a lot of work between them. That's a lovely shot from Akash Chopra. Played with a straight bat, played it between the mid-off fielder and the bowler. That's a boundary, a welcome boundary for Akash Chopra. Remember Sunil Gavaskar, what happened here?
Like you're saying, Melinda, so much time. This isn't a very speedy pitch at all, I'm glad. He's Chopra, back and across beautifully, got into good position. Nice balance. He covered off stump beautifully. This one, you got a class bowler and Daniel Vettori goes away from the right-handers. Just that various variations over the wet ground, that should race away for 4.
That's a rare Dravid's 50.
I just wonder, in terms of India, is the outside edge and gone. There it was. He got sucked in. Sachin Tendulkar. He's reached for this. And Scotty Styris has done the trick. That is a great slip catch. Low down, the concentration from Nathan Astle.
He had Tom Sachin playing inside out, just reaching for it. And that's a good catch. Really, he got sucked into that one, and look at the elation there. 3 down now for 134, and the little master walking back dejected. Just 8 of 38 deliveries.
New Zealanders will be delighted. Got rid of Sachin Tendulkar.
Surprise, he was expected to do this. Good delivery, big shot, but I think there was just a little bit of bat on that one.
150 coming up of 359 balls.
Backing shot. Brilliant piece of timing. Another one. Dravid, it's quite magnificent through the covers. And so is VVS Lakshman, standing tall and spanking that one through the covers. Daniel Vettori does well. Again. Nicely played. The only one in danger there was Rudy Kurtz, and the umpire at square leg.
Midroom played inside.
Good over this one for India. Another cracking shot, and Daryl Tuffy has done brilliantly well on the deep. It's 199 for 3 at the... It's now 201 for 3.
Mark Richard.
And he's going to just watch this ball go past the boundary line. Fantastic shot.
It's swinging. It's just beautiful. Really is a picture to watch. Effortless stuff from Dravid. And he just holds it there for the camera. Thanks very much. Don't bother running for that, lads.
10-4 so far. And again in that area where I think Dravid doesn't play as much. Scores a lot of runs clear on the offside. This is to the right of extra cover. That's one area. The range really improving over time for Dravid. Flurry of runs for India. It's a nice hard ball that travels quicker off the turf. So 3 boundaries in 2 overs, and that's the 5 matches. That's phenomenal. 99 to Dravid. And here it comes. He's got to the 100 with a boundary. There it is, a familiar sight. Dravid reaching another Test 100, his 15th in Test match cricket. There it is, a familiar sight. It's another 4. Haven't seen too many fine leg shots.
Maybe a little tick on the bat onto the pass, but clearly going down leg. Good decision by umpire Shepherd.
Cracking shot. Magnificent cover drive. Get the VCR out, folks. We're going to show it to you again.
It's easy picking for Rahul Dravid. So Ganguly, the captain, still to come, strangely deciding to come at number 6 in this match, and we were discussing it yesterday. Oh, good shot.
Well, it's a good shot because it's gone for 4, but New Zealanders thought they were in with half a chance there. Daniel Vettori got that one to turn and to bounce, and Dravid just got enough bat on it.
Well, this could have been close. Lakshman not controlling that shot in there, and great attempt by Lou Vincent.
Chance, gone, yeah, good catch. Vettori has picked up another wicket. That was a pretty good catch taken in the deep. I'm not sure whether Paul Wiseman is hurt. Over the 40 mark. The responsible.
That's the over.
264 for 4. But if you stay with us, you'll be able to appreciate that shot through the onside. And Danny Morrison and Sanjay Mandrake.
Thank you, Ian, for giving us a good time to come into commentary, having watched this
Tuffy, he got a little bit wide early on and at the start of today's play, and he's just started to get, well, a little bit more on leg stump, middle and leg, and you can't bowl there.
There's the full shot. Goes over the top. Ganguly finally managing to break the shackles.
And there'll be a lot of pressure there. Here's Styrus. Cracking shot. That is a front foot late cut.
It shows that to walk in at that time for a genuine batsman, the pitch is slower. They get a run for it. Brings up to 300 for India. Daniel Vettori picked up a good wicket today for VVS Lakshman. And the slip and silly point for a man who's batting on 100. Oh, I was just talking about the slip and silly point. Has he edged it? And there's a good chance he has. We'll have to just wait for the umpire's signal. It's being dragged back by Lou Vincent. There it is, 150 for Rahul Dravid. He's been relentless on the New Zealand bowlers. Applause from...
Indeed. I felt the skippers, just in terms of his mental application. Yes, they were seaming deliveries. This is Fuller, and for the first time, a little bit of whip from Daniel Vettori, and it has dispatched Hansen.
He really captained New Zealand in one test match, and that was against Sri Lanka at Eden Park. And it's probably one of the smaller test grounds in the world. That's 6. Only just, but sweetly struck from Rahul Dravid, hitting against the spin. Everything.
And he always he gives his opinion about the players. And it's nice to get by Rahul Dravid over the mid-on for 4 runs. Didn't time it that well. But Sanjay, coming back to this point that Saurav has got a this series, you know, like against New Zealand, we must have good planning.
Perfect partnership developing, and but it's
Partnership.
catch it.
He's hit that one hard through the covers, and he's found the gap. slightly over pitch delivery, and is such a good player.
Extended spell today, and Sourav Ganguly finding that opportunity, dispatching it to the cover fence. Suddenly, the proceedings are looking to get to a good position where they can probably declare just before end of play today, and that would be a good
Old man actually, and G.S. Ramchan. So this is now the best fifth wicket partnership for India versus New Zealand, and 400 comes up on the board for India. There you see that record is now erased. So
good shot. Hit it clean over mid-wicket. One bounce into the fence. So Ganguly showing intent to go over the top now.
a better shot this time, more of a flat bat in that drive. Not open.
Say that he ran three because it was a shot played by him.
They are in control at the moment. Takes a single to keep the strike. There was a chance of overthrow, but Ganguly had back quick hit.
Now then, that hasn't carried far enough. It's wide of mid-on, and it dribbles over the boundary line. So there's the intention.
Yes, the intention's very clear. Didn't time it too well, Rahul Dravid. And I've very rarely seen Rahul Dravid play such a stroke.
And that was clever. Very innovative indeed. Some milestones galore here in Ahmedabad. And the New Zealanders now are really starting to feel the heat. Feel the pain of a long stint out in the middle. A little edge there, and Dravid's on his way. So Oram has broken through. Dravid will go. He's registered his best ever score.
And the fifth wicket down for India at the score of 4.
He's going to look for two. He's not quite 100%, but ample time to amble across for a couple of runs. 99 now, Sourav Ganguly.
To go with the 499 for 5. Well,
Still on 99. Mind you, Dan it twice. But that will be playing on his mind if he's looking for the big one. Plays the sweep. I think he's got a bit of glove on it. He's already raising his bat. Let's wait for David Shepherd's signal here. He confirmed that as a run from the bat. So that's 100 number 10 for Sourav Ganguly. And I think he's enforced the declaration. It's all just perfect for India. 500 comes up. Ganguly's got his 10th 100. And the declaration also has been called by discussion with Zaire leg gully, if you can call it. Pulled it. Zaire Khan has drawn first blood. And this is a big wicket.
big wicket. My word, this is a little beauty. Right off the seam, and a little inside edge to boot. And helped it onto the stumps. And it was good lines, good length. And he's ripped out the off stump. Richardson goes for 6.
38.6, the best of 274 in similar conditions, if I may add. He got that highest test score on a slow turning pitch in hot, humid conditions in Colombo, Sri Lanka. That should be missing leg stump with the angle that Zaire Khan has. Presses straight on.
It's always sliding down because it's still got the, well, at least a good 4.5 feet to go. Definitely, Sanj. Well, it's just got into there, and you can't bowl there. It's just tucking into leg stump, and that's a nice little freebie for Lou Vincent. Well, that's a beauty. And it is carried, and he has to go because Rudy Kirkson's got the finger up, and a little outside edge, and the hometown boy.
I think it's quite sensational, Pardeep Patel. Bowled. Another one. This is a dream spell for Zaire Khan. Boy, if Mark Richardson was a big wicket.
You're not quite sure whether it's going to come in or swing away. He's just misjudged the line. It's the length that it...
Whoever comes into the team.
Umpire Shepherd saying that's just going down leg side. It was pretty well. I did this one nipping back, but clearly missing the leg stump. closer. That is closer. There's not a lot on that. But on this occasion, umpire outside off stump, but this one was heading straight down. So a lucky escape for Scott Styris. He had his heart in his mouth. That was mighty close. Crunch. Now that is a tremendous cricket shot in front of square on the offside. New Zealand 54 for 3. I don't think you'll see many better square drives than that one.
But that was again in the slot for Estel Balaji, giving room. Cardinal sin to Nathan Astle. Loves the ball coming onto the bat. You made a good point, Ian. I'm sure that
punching shot down the ground, my word, that is a tremendous cricket shot against a top-class bowler.
well,
that was outside the off stump coming in. Direct hit, and I think it would have made it Scott Styris. Tendulkar at mid-on has been busy this morning.
This is lovely. You can't give width. You really can't bowl there, I'm afraid. Might as well just pick that back up and toss it back. Quite front on. I think that he's actually had a long look at the way Courtney Walsh has bowled over the years. Similar sort of loose-limbed frame sort of character, not as tall as Walsh.
Oh, just out of reach. Or may have just reached it, but he was losing ground. Also, the
great work to get there.
Yeah, under 60, but he's played his shots. He's not been over-defensive, and that is a good...
Well, that is a good cricket shot. My word, he saw that early. He's looking for that from Balaji. That from the middle of the bat. New Zealand bring up 100.
Oh, he's got a wicket. Inside edge onto the pad. Scott Styris takes a walk. And Harbhajan Singh has struck.
This one came in, hit the wrong line, took the pad forward and across, inside edge onto pad, and then Akash Chopra doing a good job there. It was just inches off the...
There's a little chest on.
A slight misfield into Sehwag, and it's cost 4 runs. Now, it's not going to make the bowler too happy. That's a no ball, and he tried to go wide on that crease. He leapt out a little bit, Zahir Khan, and that'll just run away. And just going about the way this outfield towards the edges have started to speed up with the sun beating down.
Return crease as well. Maybe the no ball was for that. He went to the corner of the crease to bowl. So it was more of that than the front foot.
And again, the cut shot. Loves it there. Don't bother chasing that. And has just got to the rope very comfortably. And
The control could be easily lost. And with good shots like that, can get more and more difficult for the Indians. McMillan now getting the captain.
He looks in pretty good shape physically, and he's now starting to play the shots he's renowned for.
another big shout. Pad before bat there, but I just think of the spinners. You want these guys.
Catch it! He's gone over the top. Hasn't quite middled it, but has got enough distance to be safe. That was the invitation. There's no fielder in the deep, either at mid-wicket or at mid-on.
Watch it, Viru!
And try to play too many extravagant shots. And that's a little bit lazy. I think from Virender Sehwag. Got a hand on it, but it's gone for 4. It really just started to speed up even more in that last sort of 15 metres, the outfield.
You needed better effort than that. Just took it so easy. He felt he'd get at it quite easily. Not more than a single to be given off that shot. And this is a good shot. This is played late. No chance for any fielder there.
A lovely late dab. Wonderful position there. Still good balance. And just waited and hit it late. Lovely execution. And, Ganguly and the gang, as well as the bowler, not happy.
He's got him. Now this is incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible. McMillan must count himself very, very unlucky, I would say.
Without a doubt, because
in a way, he feels like he's probably hung himself. It's like getting caught down the leg side off a quicker bowler. This is a ball that he's met on the full. It's gone down to play a little paddle sweep shot on the full there, and that's an incredible reflex. That is an amazing catch. 1 in a million to stay that low for Chopra and to was
Harbhajan. Astle, has he got back? That's the key. He hasn't. He's gone down the wicket to try and hit Harbhajan Singh out of the ground. Missed. And little Parthi Patel has whipped the bails off. I thought for a second Astle might have got back, but he turned and went very quickly. And that's the end for New Zealand's best player on the day.
Full marks to the Indians. That was lovely bowling. Now this is what they were trying. They stifled him. Didn't let him score the runs freely. And this is the way he's gone. 103 Nathan Astle, 223 for 6 New Zealand.
Robbie Hart, 28 years of age, came into Test cricket at quite a late stage, just 8 matches. He's a dour little fighter.
He could play a big role in getting Oram to score runs for him in international level. He got 100 in the first-class game that New Zealand played. That's close. A loud shout, but not out, says Rudy Curzon. 226 for 6 New Zealand.
Here's Harbhajan Singh. There he's gone this time. I think Oram has just come off the bat. No. It's a good, sharp piece of work by Sehwag. I thought for the umpteenth time Jacob Oram had got an inside edge onto his pad there. It did fly. Nope, gone past the bat. Good decision again from David Shepherd. Just initially, I thought with the reaction, you can get bluffed a wee bit as a commentator. Gone this time. Beautiful piece of bowling. And tentative Jacob Oram has been caught at slip. Comfortable catch in the end from Rahul Dravid.
Well, head right on top. With air, a little bit too much this time. This is going to race away for 4. Nice little freebie there for Dan Vettori. Getting close to 250 now, the Kiwis.
Oh, that's a good shot. Whipped away for 4. Well, it deserves a promotion in the second innings.
Really good shot from Wiseman. And that is a dangerous sign for... Just a missing leg stump. Vettori getting... A single for Vettori. Oh, they're going to come back. And he makes it. Good running. They've pinched another one, the New Zealanders, and they've pinched it off the skipper. On fine. Now then, will this be enough for the New Zealanders to be safe? Zahir Khan in pursuit. Just the 2 runs. New Zealand bring up the 300. There's tension in both camps. Oh, look at the transfers. There's no one there at second slip. Dravid may well have got a hand to that, but it's raced away for 4.
For more valuable runs for New Zealand.
About a foot in front of Rahul Dravid, so no blame can really be attached there. Brilliant bit of work from Akash Chopra. My word, he had a record 9th wicket partnership at this ground. It's 67. This partnership is 67. In the air, it should be out for Wiseman. Is out. Batsman takes a very simple catch, so Zahir Khan has picked up his 4th wicket in the inning.
3 deliveries. First one going through the slip, second one honoring Wiseman, and this one was shot. Wiseman getting a bit over-ambitious, going with a hook shot. Safe hands of VVS Lakshman, ensuring Wiseman's demise.
Tall man, around 6 foot 3. Cracking shot. Shot of the morning. Magnificent cover drive to end the over. 339 for 9.
Vettori will get a single.
He's got a useful double.
more than used to. That's the end of it. Vittori is caught it, slipped by Dravid. The innings has been wrapped up, and Kumble gets just reward.
Well, Kumble getting a second wicket. Vittori driving, getting that edge.
And when they are a little wide, he's got no problems at all. That went like lightning to the point boundary.
Terrific shot.
It's a lovely stroke and saved by the stumps. Sun is beating down, and there's a big shout, big appeal, and he's walked. A little feather through to Robbie Hart, so the first one down and the big one.
Close to his body to play that stroke. They are bowling to that very immaculate line. That's a good shot. That's through, and that's 4.
Magnificent.
And he's played that across. That will find the fence. Right across the line, but perfectly executed. It's 52 for 1. Deep point position as well. It's true. That's consecutive boundaries. I beg your pardon, that's the second boundary. Really so beautifully played. He picked it up from the off stump.
Also clever batting. He's going to push for 2. He's scampering. That's great cricket. Crowd are on their feet.
27 ahead. That's the key to it. There's Jacob Oram from the far end of the ground. There and thereabouts, and just almost a single at will and looking for 2, and they'll comfortably get it again. Big ground, square of the wicket. Frustrations recovery. Short, he tried the short one and was going to get punished all the way. Beautiful swivel pull from
Craig McMillan, bit of a maverick, isn't he, Denny? One of the few international players afflicted with diabetes. It'll be a tough job playing with a disease like that. Reverse sweep, meanwhile by Rahul Dravid will get him only a single. No, good running. McMillan once again in action. Overthrows with Dravid. So many wickets in hand.
Gone. Straight to the fielder and shot it to cover.
Rough area there where the ball just stood up on him. Got the top of the bat.
Pushing in one day as you have a certain kind of field. The fielding restriction is there. He's batting on 49. And now he's got a 50. 29-50 in Test match cricket to follow up his double 100 in the first innings.
That's in the air. And it's very well placed. One bounce. Boundary.
Which would mean a further 82 runs need to be added for India. It's gone up in the air. Long off, will take it. And as you would expect, a stunned silence here at the Sardar Patel Stadium.
It's a meaty blow. Is it good enough? Yes, it is. Into the advertising hoardings on the full. Mark Richardson in the deep signals. It's gone the whole way. Gone. And this time Vincent holds on to it, and Dravid's this test match had his name written on it.
End of a fantastic innings. That's well bowled by Paul Wiseman.
Great shot. Oram is down there. Big man takes a great catch. Oh, in fact, it's Vittori. That was beautiful judgment.
What a match Daniel Vittori has had. This has been timed pretty well. Inside out shot again. Look at Daniel Vittori. Absolutely fantastic. Spot on. Darius Lakshman gone. He must be a happy man.
Well, there's another chance for someone about 48 rows back to catch one. Vittori had no price there. Huge hit from the skipper. 183 for 5.
The dancing shoes on him again. And he's given us plenty, but Paul Wiseman, well, he can flag that as well. He's got enough on this. generally, when the Indian skipper gets to the pitch of the ball, they stay hit.
3 attempts so far by Sourav Ganguly.
Mate, he should pull out now, like you say. There we go. Oh, he's got away with this too. It's a nice late dab, to be fair, to the Indian skipper. Advanced down and had to change it because the bowler saw him coming. Wiseman dragged it down and made it flatter and quicker.
A lead of 160, so 360 would be the figure. And if that happens, boy, then we've predicted right. Tries a big one, Parthiv Patel is going to go straight down the field, is caught and out. The second time that we've seen a simple high catch dropped. Nathan Astle on that occasion, and the sister is delighted.
Oh dear. This has brought up the 200 for India, and Nathan Astle out there in the shadows, but that's a straightforward standard one. Right down his throat. Judge the pace of the ball coming down.
It's gone up in the air. Nathan Astle again getting under that one, just falling short. But he made an attempt to get under that one just at the last. Bolden, what a delivery that is. And there it is again. It's Ganguly facing the last ball, and last time it was in first inning. It was a declaration for follow on, or rather declaration at 505. And at this time 209 for 6. He was 100 not out in the first innings. What a delivery. Wiseman has finished up with 4 wickets. 25 to Ganguly. And India have declared 90 overs tomorrow. So 108 overs for New Zealand to get that score. Paul Wiseman continues. And a big shout for leg before. Was there a bit of bat as well? Inside. And he's now got his first boundary. Beautifully timed. Change of angle from Zahir Khan. Round the wicket, didn't work. Four more. This time in front of square. This one again angled in. Played in the air, but away from Harbhajan. Could have been dangerous, but Lou Wilson took that chance. There's so many times it happens when you get a life or you let off. Balaji to Christian. And that's nicely timed too. A big chase for Zahir Khan, won't get it. Another boundary for New Zealand. Round the wicket. Gets very wide on the crease, over pitch delivery. This time it's driven. Harbhajan Singh after that, running downhill, and that's 4.
That's a better line, and that's a great catch. Got him, he's gone, is he? He has to go, because that is a little beauty. In close under the helmet again. The ball just fizzed, bounced, and Mark Richardson could do little with it. He's gone.
Has been introduced. For me, it's been 50 minutes late, the introduction of Anil Kumble, for somebody who picked up a wicket last evening. There you are. That's why I think it's 50 minutes late, Anil Kumble. What a great start for him. Daryl Tuffy, number 11 batsman, cleaned up by Anil Kumble.
You couldn't have picked it better, Sanjay Manjrekar. What a little beauty. You see, he's just skidding on here, and Tuffy's gone no in the crease. And bingo, that is the middle pole. First ball, thanks very much. And Daryl Tuffy, well, he's out of here for 8. And it's 68 for 2.
Normally bats number 3, but because the night watchman came in, he's now batting at number 4. Didn't get too many in the first innings. He was picked up by Zahir Khan, and this is a different proposition for him in the second innings. A much drier pitch. And he's starting off against Anil Kumble as opposed to Zahir. To play out. Nicely played, and that should be 4. There's a diving fielder at mid-wicket. But now he has to get up and fetch the ball. Virendra Sehwag is the man.
Too short from Kumble.
India's last regular keeper, Nayan Mongia, used to keep a lot with the helmet on, especially on uneven bounce pitches. Keeping to Kumble can be
That's the one he's been looking for. Awkwardly, Fleming pushing forward. Brilliant place and catch on the offside. Diving forward, India have done well around the back. He's gone for 8. Yeah! 85 for 3, a wicket for Harbhajan in the over. Perfectly. He's given him out. He's given him out. Rudy Kirsten. Flush on the toe. Styrus has gone early on. A dipping full-length delivery. And Rudy Kirsten, who has not given much in this test match, finally gets the finger on the upward motion, and backwards goes Scott Styrus. So many times I've seen Kumble take wicket on that delivery. Yorker, full length. When a batsman is fresh on the crease, his feet not moving well enough. A slow dismissal from your out, mate.
That's 4. The time it left the bat, there's no doubt about it.
Well, I think the off-spinner shouldn't mind this. He's gone with the spin. And that would suggest also that Harbhajan would like to interpret it that way, that maybe McMillan is not too secure when he's defending, so he's taking the other route, attack out of trouble. Yeah, it's also
the world has ever seen, and that has been swept away towards square leg fence for 4. Now McMillan is not a player who would keep quiet, let it be any situation.
Just discussing that sweep shot in the last over, because for Harbhajan Singh he's got 2 men back, but not for Anil Kumble.
For Sachin, the over he bowled before lunch as well, and that was when he wanted to really turn the screws on. That's been a very productive shot, and this is very delicately played. That's 4.
Way back too.
And they are desperately in search of a wicket.
There's a big gap there, and that's beautifully played by Vincent. That will go just to the rope. Bowling around the wicket.
Against the break or the bounce, but played it beautifully. So the last 3 balls have produced 10 runs. What it? Would you say? No, not yet.
Brilliant shot. Great footwork. And no ball from Kumble, and 4 to boot. Top batting.
All along the ground, because there is no fielder covering that area.
Chopped it on, and Vincent is dismayed. One of the worst balls that Anil Kumble has bowled, and he's picked up a wicket.
Lucky. It was a rank long hop. Should have been dispatched for 4. Against the run of play, Anil Kumble has prevailed again. Slightly slower and lower than he expected. Made too much room for himself. Got the bottom half, inside edge of the bat, and played on. And aren't the Indians happy? Lou Vincent.
After Kumble a few times. There you go again. Trying to loft it and going over mid-wicket. So not afraid to play some attacking shots.
Rip. The difficulty for Harbhajan is the reach. It's gone. He's out of here. Oram. And it is a false stroke. It's gone back to really...
Inducing that false shot from Jacob Oram, and cool as a cucumber. Rahul Dravid.
There it is, cracking shot on the onside. Couple of minutes before tea, but he's not going to wait for that ball there to be hit. He'll hit it hard. Oh, brings a smile on his face. So the last ball to go before tea. And New Zealand, if they have no further damage in this particular ball, feel quite happy about it.
Through the gap. There's only 1 gully. It could be 2. It's 4 for Astle.
Couple for Craig McMillan here. The scamper back.
There's certainly a buzz in the ground when Tendulkar came on to bowl. Hasn't had a part to play in this match yet. Failed in both the innings.
Tendulkar to continue. There are 7 overs left that have to be bowled. There's still a chance that India can bowl a good deal more than that. Astle looked to hit that a long way. He'll get 4 anyway, but not where he wanted to hit it.
I couldn't have hit it better. Just getting a slight nick. Vacant area. Very fine. But the intent is there. He's doing a good job. I think Tendulkar is tempting the batsman. Plenty of runs in the kitty for India.
Well, that should race away for 4. Nice piece of placement by Craig McMillan.
McMillan moves on to 74, and if he plays his cards right, and India managed to bowl 7 or 8 overs before end of day's play, he probably can get close to his century, maybe reach it.
That's at least 4. And that's all. Beautifully played sweep shot in the air on purpose.
Coming back to the point you made that Indians wouldn't mind that. They brought that fielder out from the deep back into short fine leg. And probably McMillan seeing that there was an opportunity for him to get some runs.
That experiment came to an end very quickly. And more runs for Craig McMillan. This might race away for 4 as well. No, Tendulkar will haul it in.
Out of the blue. Tendulkar unhappy with the wicketkeeper for some reason. I doubt whether there was any bat on that one. It's not the same. Here's a square cut from Nathan Astle. His 8th boundary and brings up the 50.
A salute to the dressing room. It's gutsy stuff for you. He's not feeling his best. A little bit of an upset tummy. And he's come off a big knee operation back in April. And that's been struggling from in the heat. It's been swelling up that knee. Travelling the globe. It's here in Ahmedabad as he watches Astle. Just lays back and plays a beautiful late cut for 4.
His 17th Test match 50 after getting his 9th Test 100. A few more runs for Nathan Astle. Brings up the partnership to 100 runs. Just reaches the rope. David Shepherd has a good look but signals leg by. And just wonder whether Nathan Astle is a little unhappy with the decision because he was looking back at the umpire. With the partnership now 103 runs, a match-saving partnership for New Zealand. There's still some time left, but the fact is that play has been called off by mutual consent of the 2 captains. He was enjoying himself with his leg spinners. He was getting some turn. So not too much of bowling after this. So there you are. Time for handshakes, Danny. So the official result there on the screen. India versus New Zealand in this Videocon Test Series. First Test match stands as drawn.
Good effort from the New Zealanders. I've got to say that because they're suffering with their health. Now it's a tough place to tour here, coming out of a New Zealand winter, but more and less on in terms of ability here. No Shane Bond, and Chris Cairns doesn't play Test cricket anymore. But it is wonderful to see some of the young guys turn it home side. Smiles all around from both sides. Stephen Fleming shaking hands.
And batting for a long, long time. So 272 for 6 in the last innings of the first Test match. The bowlers, Anil Kumble, 4 for 95 of his 39. Hardik